And welcome everybody to Co-op Guild. This is Steve. I'm here with Co-op Corner, which is our monthly news segment of upcoming cooperative board games for the month. So I see lots of friends here today. Say hey, Greg, Brian, Matt, Derrick from Kenji Studios. Let's see, who else I'm missing here? Let's see, Jess is here. Awesome, Victor, nice to see you. Lots of friends. Chris, Yogi, I think I caught most of everyone. Sweet. Okay. So this will probably be a shorter stream because I don't have a whole lot of games to cover. I think a lot of stuff is either like probably time around Gen Con, but there's 4 games I'll cover tonight. If you are a publisher or designer and want to know how to get on this list, simple, just email me and I'll add you to the list for that month that you launch your campaign, as long as it's co-op. So that's the goal. So also, if you like this type of content and you want to support us, subscribes and likes help us the most. But of course, if you want to take a step further, we do have a Ko-Fi or Patreon. But let's jump into this. So I'll start with the first game. All right, here we go. First one I want to talk about is currently live, is Ascendancy Underworld. So this one, excuse me, did launch on the 5th, if I remember, if my notes are correct here. So just yesterday, actually. So this one is not a new game. Ascendancy is a game that's been out for a while. This has been a game that's really caught my attention a lot because I feel like it does a lot of things that I really enjoy in a game. Like, I love my 4X type games. So this gets dungeon delves. This plays 1 to 6 players. Has asymmetrical faction, new houses. You can lock what they're adding is underworld zones in this one, and it's gonna have roguelike mechanics in it as well. The one thing about this one is I need to sit down and like just take a day to like really digest the rulebook on this one. I can't quite grasp all the mechanics of this one, so it looks really cool. Ascendancy, so basically you're playing as a house, and you've got like a tech tree in it. Let's see if we can find a picture of the tech tree on it someplace here. Here is example 1. And so you actually slide up these covers on top of them to unlock different stuff on your tree there. You can of course explore this map, you can build territories and stuff like that, level up, all that fun stuff. It looks cool. It looks very cool. It does have different modes of play, competitive and co-op. I don't know the difference between them, but it seems like it works in both modes. So thanks, Matt, for keeping me honest there. So, oh no, you don't get to play as an actual house. No, you play. It's kind of like Game of Thrones. I like to think of it that way. Ascendancies, you are. I'm trying to think of the lore of this one, but you are ascending to the throne. It's basically what they're trying to do. So, yeah. So. But yeah, so this one is coming back. A lot of new stuff in it. Like I said, I've tried to grasp this one. I need to sit down and learn more, but it looks cool. It looks like something I'll enjoy. Just a lot going on to it, for sure. I want to play the screen door. Nice, the storm window. There you go, Matt. Okay, so that's the first one currently live on Kickstarter. By the way, I have links to all of these campaigns and games in the video description, so go check them out there. The next one to talk about, excuse me, is a game that's launching on the 12th, so that's next week. And this is one I'm planning on covering. I'm not exactly sure when I'll be able to do that. So, but this is Risk of Rain, the board game. So I honestly know basically nothing of the video game. I know there's a video game of it. That's basically my limits of it. So, but I got excited when I saw cooperative and roguelike, and so I have access to the rulebook. There is a tabletop simulator mod, so I'll probably try to create a video playthrough of that based upon those two things. Yep, so that's what this one's about. So basically you crash on this planet, and you are sorry, I'm trying to find my notes here. There you go. You crash on the planet. You are trying to go through 3 different stages, and each stage can take up to 60 minutes to play. You can continue on with that stage, but at that point you can actually save the game state and come back later, depending on how much time you have. It does play 1 to 4 players, but basically you go through all 3 stages. And then after that, you go up to the final boss battle stage. And a big part of this game is it's a lot of card play. As there's roguelites, you know, lots of loot, leveling up, all that fun stuff. But the cards you play, they all have like a speed indicator on there. And so you'll play these face down into this row. The baggers will play it as well. You'll flip them all up, and then based upon your speeds, the cards will activate in different orders. And of course, you've got various effects on that one. The bad guys will have, that's how the AI is controlled as well. They have their primary action they want to do, and sometimes they might have a secondary action as well as you run through this. The nice thing I did see about this is I was curious about player elimination. If you do get eliminated, you can play as a drone, and so you're still in the game helping other people, which I really, really like seeing. So, but yeah, if everyone gets eliminated, then you fail that stage. But yeah, so very much well, it's a roguelike game. So if you like leveling and loot, this is one that's probably worth checking out. Hey, Phoenix Knight. As a rule, though, when video games turn to board games, and in reverse, the second rarely gets the first perfectly right. That's true. However, that exception, I think, has changed a bit for some games out there. Like, I'm a big fan of Deep Rock Galactic. I think they did a fantastic job with that one. So, I like being a drone. Yes, that's true. Yeah, I think there is one that is better than his IP. This War of Mine. Oh yeah, this War of Mine's another good one for sure. There, guys. So, which stage is going all in? Yeah, yes. For sure. So yeah, like I said, I need to finish going through the rule book and figure out the TTS mod, but this is one I want to cover. So hopefully there are not too many interesting games in this video. Fair enough. You want to save your money. Yeah. Well, I'm just an information broker. So so just trying to put these on your radar in case you're interested. That's the goal. Okay, so that's Risk of Rain. Like I said, look for a video coming sometime later. It'll probably be next week, honestly, when I can finally get around to it. So, cool. Yeah, the new information broker. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Frostpunk and Dead Cells. Those are also very good games as well for video game to board game adaptations. And yes, Slay the Spire is an awesome video game board game adaptation. Though, to Matt's point, the video game is basically a board game anyway. So, Broker's gonna cut. Did we just learn something about Steve? Yeah, that's true, Remy. Yeah, I actually do not get cut on any of this stuff, so I guess I can't technically be a broker then. So, yeah, good point. Yeah. By the way, yeah, all our preview coverage we don't charge for that stuff, just in case you guys were curious. So. Okay, next one to talk about is not a new game, but they're coming with in a standalone expansion, and that is Elden Ring, the board game. This is Rot and Sorcery. So Elden Ring this is not a very informative page now that I scroll through it. But Elden Ring is a massive campaign game based upon another one based upon video games. So there's a trend here already. It is launching August 28th. This is a standalone expansion. So a nice thing about that is if you just want to jump into where this is, you can jump to this one box and play it. You're good to go. Or you can combine it with all the previous content and have a massive campaign with exploring the world. So things different about this one than Elden Ring. It's going to have a new region, of course. And then you're going to have streamlined exploration. So the big thing about that is I haven't played, but one thing is as you're flipping over tiles and explore things, the original one you have to like hunt for specific tokens. They're removing that from this one, so I like the sound of that. It sounds like it's much cleaner to explore. They also removed individual combat for exploration. That's a big change they did as well. So hopefully this combat works better in that sense. It sounds like if you're doing exploration, someone might have a combat here, and other people might continue exploring, and then might have some downtime, of course. So that's my understanding of it. I might be wrong on that, but so it sounds like they made a lot of improvements to how this flows, and I think it's all backwards compatible. I'm not entirely sure on that. I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions on this. I did try to sign up for a demo at Gen Con for this one, and they sold out they sold out. They got gobbled up real fast. So maybe sometime I'll sit down and get a chance to play this one. That's true. I did take cookies from you. For sure, Matt. Matt is an excellent baker, by the way. Delicious. So I will absolutely admit to that one. For sure. Yep. Can't turn down a good food, that's for sure. Okay, so that's Elden Ring, Rot and Sorcery launching on August 28th. This last one to talk about. I know it's only 4 games. I think it's launching this August. I couldn't nail down exactly when, but oh, let me scroll to the top here. That's Ruinborn, Dungeons of Cabora, and I think I've talked about this in the past, and I think this one has the target has moved. So I apologize if I have. I should probably check my notes. But this, actually, I'm pretty sure I've talked about it in the past. But this is a wonderful player cooperative dungeon crawl. It has oh yeah, it's standalone too, from what I understand. So like a session of this will take like 4 hours to go through the whole scenario. But as you can see in the picture there, I see a different picture. Yeah, maybe there's a better picture here. You can see that it's a hex board here, and this hex board is customizable. So that's a really cool thing about this, and it's Fog of War. So I think you could take all these hexes, flip them down, mix them all up, lay out the board design, and then you won't know exactly where to go. But as you explore it, you'll find stuff like, oh, there's a merchant here, there's a enemy you can battle over here, all that fun stuff. So of course, lots of loot in this one, crafting, leveling up, and I believe the center space is always the boss. Maybe not always in all scenarios, but it sounds like that's the general idea. So basically, you're leveling up, and you need to work together to defeat the boss to win the game. It's cooperative, but it also sounds like it could possibly have a trader. So I think that's optional, though. So that's what I list on here. Personally, I don't want to trade in my games. So I used to enjoy trader mechanics back in the day, but I kind of... yeah, not so much anymore. So I like pure co-ops at this point. So, oh, I could mention Synchro Horizon for sure. So I think I talked about it last time, though. I might be wrong on that, but that is a JRPG. Yeah, I think I talked about last time. I might be wrong. No, Derrick is the trade mechanism. But yeah, I could pull it up. But that is all I had for this month. Since Derrick mentioned that, let me pull that up real quick. 1 second while I grab that one. Here we go. Yeah, because this one is still live. We got a few days to back it, so let me pull this one up now. There it goes. Yeah, I talked about this last time, so looks cool. I need to dig into it more, but JRPG. So another leveling up one. This one has lanes you go in. Let's see if I can find the picture of it. Yeah, here we go. Here's the lanes. So I need to dig into more on how that works exactly, but it looks like positioning matters in this one as you I don't know, the classic battle of that one. So, but yeah, that one I think I talked about last week. So cool. There's also this new Witcher game. I don't know if I know that one. Probably do not. I'll have to look into that one, Derrick. So, like I said, there's probably a lot of games I might miss on this. So, there was a couple other games that I had planned to talk about, but it looks like they got moved out. So it's quite a bit. Witcher Legacy. Okay, let's see if you can find that real quick. So that one I don't think I talked about, so it's probably worth bringing up too. Oh, that one's not live yet. Yeah, I can pull it up though. So we're just doing live, guys. So here's the Witcher Legacy one. Don't know. It doesn't technically say it's co-op. I'm going to read into this more. So I assume it's co-op, 1 to 4 players. It seems like it would be. Seems like a legacy game too, hence the name. So yeah, cool miniatures, but I gotta dive into it more. Yeah, it looks like it's a game, permanent changes to it. Okay, this is cool. I gotta figure out when it launches though. So, oh, it did say it's co-op. That's what I do for reading quickly. So cool. Okay. Yeah, I've got to figure out when that one launches though. So don't know that launching anytime soon. I'm just going off the seat my pants here. So cool. I think that's all I got for today. So we'll end this. This will be a short stream, but we will be back with more content this week. So Derrick and I from Kenji's Dues have been talking, which is always dangerous. And the plan is he will be visiting this weekend, and so we're gonna have a Gamapalooza. So we are planning on covering Battleforged Berserker. I never already covered this on the channel. My videos went live earlier this week, but we're gonna do a co-op play of it. We're gonna do a live stream of that. So yeah, Gamapalooza, exactly. So you can see more content this weekend on that one for sure. And then I think the plan is I want to play some of these games I brought back from Gen Con with Derrick. So you probably will be seeing some new games popping up this weekend. Got to figure it out exactly, but long story short, watch the channel. You'll see stuff pop up pretty soon here. So I will never say no to cookie delivery, Matt. Never. So yeah, keep it sexy and Battleforge. There you go. That's it, Brian. So poor Derrick. No, Battleforge is amazing though. It's a long drive. It is a long drive, Matt, for sure. So yep, delicious. But okay, cool. If you guys have any questions, and like I said, anything I miss, drop them in the video comments below. It's useful to see other people, see those comments so other people can find other games that I might not have covered in the video, so they can find links to that. That is very, very helpful. But yeah, I'll be back next week for more cooperative board game content, and we'll just keep having fun. So like I said, thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you next time at the guild. Bye-bye.